Jen of jenspringer.com here, and let's talk about mold remediation and mold removal. Now, when you have a little small spot in your house, you know, behind the toilet, in the grout, or maybe in a corner, or a little leak or something like that, it's very tempting to just go in there and wipe it down and you think you're fine. I have spoken to so many people because I've written an ebook that I give away for free on how to handle mold exposure. And I get so many messages of people that try to clean their own mold, and whether it's a little bit or a lot of it, and they get really sick as a result of it. Cleaning and taking care of mold is way beyond just wearing a dust mask. Mold is extremely toxic, especially when you touch it. When you touch it, mold has got this incredible defense system that when you touch it, it releases spores and the toxins called mycotoxins, and you breathe that in directly into your lungs, in your sinus, and you get a massive concentrated exposure. Now, when people do correct remediation and removal, like that's what they do professionally. I mean, they wear like hazmat suits. They barricade things in the home. They have air scrubbers. They are professionally equipped to handle mold exposure. Now, if you're just cleaning behind your toilet or some grout or something little like that, make sure that you have eye protection. You wash it yourself after the shower. You put on a mask, especially the vapor masks are the best masks to use, and you can go to town and do your thing. If you have a leaky roof or a basement or stuff that's like behind walls, don't just go in there and cut it out and remove. You will be so sick, possibly for a very long time. So my encouragement for you is this. First, get my Mold Help ebook. It is free. It's down in the link description. It's probably here somewhere on the video where you can, click and get that. Okay, first thing is that. So I talk about some of the basics of mold remediation and also how to get better if you've been affected with your health and your family. Second thing is, if you have a big exposure, find somebody professionally that can do it. Call your insurance company. Find out if they can cover it. Do not mess with it yourself, because you can wind up very sick for a long time. Those people are worth paying, because so many people I've talked to have been sick for months, even years, because they thought they could just go in, cut out a piece of wall, or clean up, a wall that had mold growing on it, and then they've been paying the price ever since. Now they're trying to recover their health because they still can't breathe, or they're exhausted, or they're having panic attacks, or headaches, or sinus pain after they just cleaned up what they thought was a little bit of mold. So please, I really, really encourage you to find somebody in your local community, or maybe further, consult with people who do mold removal professionally and ask them questions. How do you protect my home? How do you clean the air? And really do your homework in what their experience is in mold, and maybe even ask some referrals, because it's really nothing to mess with. It's very toxic, and the most toxic exposure happens when you try to remove it. It's a tough little bugger, and it's been around since the dawn of time for a reason, because it's tough. It knows how to spread itself. It knows how to defend itself, and it's just downright nasty stuff. And it's great when it's in the forest and it's breaking down old wood or things, back into the nutrients into the earth. But when it's in your home, it's really toxic, and it can be very, very detrimental to your health and everybody in your home's health. So that's what I'm going to leave you with right now. So get the ebook. It's in the description below, and you'll have a lot of steps in there. I even give you some places where you can start finding people to talk to about remediation, and share this video with people that that have had this also happen with them, because it's very, very epidemic, but we don't really talk about it, right? So make sure you subscribe below, and we will talk to you guys soon.